Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today on the bench, we gotta fix the old Traxxas Blast. Oh man, that's the good stuff. We gotta have it. Alright everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining me in these RC vehicle adventures. We got land, air, sea. We're doing a little bit of everything. But before I get into the video, there's something I keep meaning to bring up in the beginning of all my videos, and it's subtitles. So I do have a following in Russia, so I do the subtitles in Russia. I also, through my analytics, see I have some viewership coming on in Germany, and then I add Spanish subtitles. So basically when I make a video, YouTube creates a transcript. I clean up that transcript the best I can to make the English as good as possible, and then I do an auto translate into those three languages. So if you are in another country and would like subtitles in your language, let me know in the comments down below and I could easily add them. It's absolutely no problem whatsoever. And then next, I keep wanting to mention, because I know I probably got a lot of followers that are in the cars that like fast stuff. There is a cool video from a pilot of the SR-71 Blackbird. Go on YouTube here. Whoa. So I got a big B in here. Hold on. Whew, that was fun playing baseball with the big B. So, anyway, I was saying the guy was a pilot of SR-71. Check it out. It's called Speed Check. Just put in like SR-71 LA Speed Check, whatever it is. It is a cool story. If you like cars and that male ego, I think that'd be pretty cool. So check it out. I just did a video where we were running this, trying to see if we get some speed from a new prop. And then I heard a rattling, which... of course now it doesn't want to do it. Well, I found the source of one rattle, and anyhow, I found this screw floating around in there. And I'm looking around and everything in here is Phillips. So I'm like, where is this coming from? Oh, then I come over here and then look. There's nothing holding the motor. So we have to dig in here, find where the second screw is, and then try to figure out how to get this motor to get the motor screwed back in. And you know, I think I'm just going to go ahead and put the original prop on, because this let me see, I think what it is, it's rotating. See, you have this thing here that's already in the water dragging. So I think the motor's supposed to spin in a way, maybe I don't know, but all I know is that it's leaning to one side more than it ever has, and I think maybe it's just the torque from the motor turning. I don't know, but I'm gonna see if maybe just putting the old prop back on and hooking the motor back up cures that problem. So let's dig into this. I never messed with the boat before. This is going to kind of suck if I have to oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to definitely have to undo this hose. That sucks, but alright, let's dig into this. All right, everyone, it's done. And I gotta say, I do not really like working on boats. It is very tight. It's a very awkward angle to get to those screws on the motor. And the screws, it appears to be that they are aluminum. So nothing magnetic will stick. So they won't rust, but nothing magnetic will stick to them. So that kind of makes it a pain to work on. But we got it fixed. The banging around was actually the washer for the bolt that came out of the motor. So we got that out. Got everything put back in. I did put the original prop back on, seeing how I had to take everything off, because basically this drive shaft runs through this tube, through this whole thing, and comes out here. So when you take this out, it all comes out. So I had to disconnect this anyhow. So I figure I was doing it. Let me go ahead and see if this isn't me reversing the motor with the other prop wasn't what was causing the boat to lean so bad. So there we have it. We got the boat fixed. Now the next question is, do I upgrade to something faster? Sure would like to, man. This thing is kind of slow. That I can always use this as a recovery boat. Maybe somehow put something on it so it would catch a boat. I don't know. Just thoughts, man. But I would like something faster. Alrighty, so remember a while back, my camping video, I had a problem with the Losi Pro Moto not steering right, and then we fixed it. We put a new servo saver in here. Well, these are like $20, $25. I started thinking about it. You know, it wasn't anything I did. It wasn't working with that one direction, and it was coming apart. So I emailed Horizon Hobby. They got a 2-year warranty on everything on the vehicle. So I sent them a copy of the video. They asked for a copy of the video. If I could video what was going on, send them a copy. And they said, yep. There you go. Boom. So there you go, man. Horizon Hobby. I'm thrilled with them so far. Because, you know, I got the servo saver. I got an entire plane. They sent a new receiver for the Vendetta when it died. And then I got a servo and a servo saver for the baby Infraction. Now, Traxxas, when I got my sledge, the antenna wire was cut. Now, it was some back and forth. You know, they wanted me to do this, that, and the next thing. And I'm kind of pissed because this was like a brand new vehicle that would only go so far. To me, I think they should have just let the hobby shop take it back, send it back to them, and just give me a new one, and then they could deal with it. Brand new out of the box, you know. It would go 300 feet or so, 200-300 feet, and it would die because it was losing signal because it didn't have an antenna because they cut it when they put it together. But it went some back and forth. But then what pissed me off with them is that it was out of stock, and I had to wait, which was stupid. Which is why, you know, another reason I have these parts. So luckily I had, or what I did, I don't think I had one here. I think I just went on eBay, ordered a new receiver, and then when the other one came from Traxxas, it's my backup. But I mean, that's freaking ridiculous that I have a brand new car and I wouldn't have had it for weeks waiting on them. So far I think Horizon Hobby wins in the customer service department. So also I did leave this tweaked up a little bit because I think the more you move this up, it should kind of pick the bow up. If you bring it down, it should push it down. That's the kind of way it works in a boat when you trim it up. So I left it there. So maybe we'll go back out here, speed run it with the factory prop with it kicked up a little bit and see if it got some more speed. And then we'll go take another vehicle out for a fun run. Sounds like a plan. So we got to put a vehicle on the bench. We got my little Traxxas Rally. And we have to do a servo on this. This is kind of like my rainy day, bad weather, just sit in the house kind of car. Or I really like it to be, except for my German Shepherd hates it. And she just barks. Barks and chases it around. But sometimes it's fun just to sit in the front yard, sit in a chair and run this thing up and down the driveway. It doesn't really do good in the street out front because it's so low and the ground's so bumpy. It's just really rough on this car. But I do have a problem with the servo. Oh, that's such a tiny servo. Look at it. I guess that's why they call it micro. But I noticed, I think it's when I turn right, the servo doesn't want to center unless I touch it a little bit to the left, so if I make a right turn, it kind of stays going to the right. So we got a new servo to put in here. So I did not go with the Traxxas is proud of that servo. Like the, you know, usually Traxxas parts aren't that bad, but let's see, here we go. Chicagoland RC. Use code Chicago10. Save 10%. I'm not affiliated with them, but hey, if I can help my subscribers save money, if you need some parts, there you go. So I did see on some discussion forums that the TR4, Power HD TR4, was a good replacement. So I'm going to give that a shot. It was definitely way cheap. I think the servo for this, they want around like 50 bucks, and I can't do that, man. That's just too much money for look at that little. Let me see. I know I got like a full-size servo somewhere in here. Here we go. Got the Eco Boosts, which were at one point highly recommended by Kevin Talbot, and they've had pretty good reviews. But then I saw a lot of people complain that the quality went down, but that was after I bought this. I've been sitting on these for a while, but check out the size difference. That's funny. So I hope my Eco Boosts aren't bad, because I am way past the deadline to return them. Yes, sirree. Man, guys, I tell you what, this has been... Oh, this is all Phillips. Oh, I'm not sure if my little... Yeah, that's not gonna... Oh, that's gonna suck. I'm gonna have to turn this one all by hand. So this has been a long, hard video to make. Because I got some new vehicles along the way. I'm going to try to figure out how this servo's held in there. So I have 2 screws. This might not be that bad to get out. Maybe I'm hyping over nothing. Yeah, so I end up, and I guess I could say it because I'll make sure this video goes out last. I got the Earl Moorhead XRT, which has been some fun with that. And then I got the Outcast. I wanted to get that video out because it's a new car. So this video has been kind of... I filmed the first half a long time ago, a couple weeks ago, and I'm just sitting on this trying to finish it. So I've been busy. Also been doing some flying. Been to see Jeff twice. We've done some flying together. So just been busy with life stuff and that. Oh, I hope. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh no, I have to get. All right, this cover's got to come off. I think that's going to be the, because we got to plug this into the. So yeah, you know, I started this video, and then next thing I know, I got the. Good grief. All right, so how's this thing going to come off? Is this going to be fun, huh? I do not know. They had to make this thing kind of complicated, didn't they? Like one big piece. This is a fun car though, man. I do enjoy it. You know, sometimes you just don't feel like heading out, getting in the car and heading somewhere to run an RC. You just feel like sitting at the house. And yeah, this has been fun. Okay. See, good. They make this thing so tight, got it wound up around here, that it's hard to get this cover off. Okay, so oh, this is gonna be a blast. Look at this thing. Got this rubber. Oh, yeah, there we go. Just broke it. I don't really care, you know. I know they market it as like waterproof, and I don't really care. how long the cable is now. Oh man. Okay, so this does have a little servo mount, this little thing here. So let's make sure we put this on right. Look at that, man. It does. It fits perfect. Awesome. Now I just have an ungodly amount of wire. Now I gotta try to jam in here. So now I forgot. I keep doing this. I need to go get my. Oh, I don't know which way these wires are. So the what? Okay. Okay, so that does say negative. So we need to make sure. It looks like negative is the far end. Alright, I gotta go get my the battery and the remote so we can make sure that this is centered. Check it out, little tiny battery. It's so cute. Look at that. Little nickel metal hydride. This is just a brushed system here, nothing fancy. Let me see, I forgot how to. There we go. The only thing kind of sucks on this car is that I tried to bind this to my regular TQI remote, and the steering was reversed, and there was no way that I could find to reverse it. Unfortunately. So how was this? Okay, so the servo was like this, right? No. Oh yeah, that's right. It was, and the servo horn was up because then it connected. It's amazing how fast you forget how things went. So yeah, that makes total sense. Okay. Yeah, that's one of those critical things when you're doing a servos. Turn the car on. Make sure you got that zeroed out on your trim set to 0, so that way you have the maximum throw if you do need to adjust. And you probably will have to make a fine adjustment onto this, because sometimes the teeth on here don't line up to where you can get the thing dead center. Now I know the new servo does come with got some extra horns right here, but I'd rather just not mess with it if I can get this one to go on. Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. Yeah, so man, it's been a busy time here in RC land with all the new cars and stuff like that. So this video kind of got put on the back burner. I was gonna take something out. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to take out and have some fun with, and then I was just sitting around the yard waiting for the wife to get home, and I was playing around with this thing and noticed that every time I took a turn, it just kept wanting to go its own little direction. So I was like, Then I was just really shocked at the price of the freaking servo. You know, I mean, hell, the car itself is only like $100. So to me, it didn't make sense that the servo was like half as much as a whole car, man. Come on. Oh, this is not gonna. Okay, there we go. Probably should have waited to put the servo arm on. It's kind of making it hard to push this thing into place, but I will say, pleasantly surprised at how easy this process is. I thought it was going to be a lot worse when I looked at it the one time. Like trying to figure out how to get that cover. I was just looking at that cover. Like, oh, how hard is that going to be to get off? Because I don't think I've done anything to this car. Did I? I don't think... oh no, I did. I did do wheel bearings in here. I did do a little wheel bearing upgrade because this thing was just had plastic and I didn't like that idea, so I did that and it did roll quite a bit easier. So check it out. Oh, wow. I think that's a bit faster. Look how fun this thing is, man. Oops. Let's not throw the screws everywhere. Look at that, man. I could play with this on my... Tell you, if you have kids and you want a good little Christmas gift, this is a really good... This is a good car. I mean, it's a Traxxas. Parts are readily available. It's, you know, it's super durable. I mean, look at how much rubber you have here in the front. I mean, I've whacked this thing into plenty of furniture in the living room, playing around with it. So, oh, fun car. Wow. You know, if I needed this much servo wire, I'd probably end up with something with a very short thing. And then when you need it short, you got tons. So I'd rather have extra than be short, to be honest with you, because then you'd have to extend it and that'd be a headache. Okay, so look at that. Man, that was really quick and easy. Really quick and easy. I thought I was might have to run like a time lapse and get you some beautiful music to listen to while I was wrenching on this, instead of you just hearing me yak about stuff. I do kind of enjoy working on the cars that usually you have to work on, though something happened and it costs money, like this. Wow. Dude, I gotta go check that out, man. Well, that scared the living piss out of the cats and the dogs. It was a pair of Cobra helicopters, very low. I'm almost tempted to go onto FlightAware or whatever it is and see if they're not below the 400 feet. Because it's like, if I was operating my drone, that could have put me in a bad spot. But yeah, those Cobras, man, they are freaking loud. I had a sea stallion, a marine sea stallion, come over. I think it was my old house, my last house, once. Damn, that's a loud beast. Whew. All right, man, check it out. So, I do like this. If you do get one, there's supposed to be a little cover here for the battery tray. It clips underneath here, it goes in and uses a body mount. And I find it to be a pain. And also getting this body on this car on and off tends to be a little bit of a pain as well, because these back clips are really floppy. They don't like to line up very well. Oh yeah, man, that thing sounding good. So now I'm just gonna, whoa, these tires seem to be like really like towed outwards. So I'll take it outside. We'll go ahead and get it. We'll adjust that trim there so this thing goes straight. But yeah, so basically what I do is I just leave this body on at all times, and I'll show you here when I get the clips in. Then I find I could just lift the body up and get the battery in and out. This is probably one of the few Traxxas cars that actually still uses a body pin system. But honestly, it's not terrible because this is such a lightweight thing. like the Outcast, the pins are so huge, there's so much pressure on them. It literally, it hurts your fingers to try to do it. And at least Traxxas, when they do pins, they give you the ones that are bent up, make it a little bit easier to grab. I just can't find the hole. Oh man, if you get it, you get it. All right. Still not a fan of body clips. I think what Traxxas did with the clipless system is brilliant, and I've seen some other people kind of go along the lines copying that. Jeez, man. You know, especially when you get old, you can't see these little things like this anymore as good. So this is why I just leave the body on and I fit the battery. Now this thing's too low to the ground to off-road, so like the battery tray to me doesn't really matter. So like here, I just lift this thing up and I can grab the battery right out. I just unplug it, and then you can just stick it back in, and it's wedged in there pretty good. I said this thing is too low to even try to off-road. And then right here you can just reach in here, hit the button to turn it on and off. Woo. It's a fun little RC, man. The Traxxas Rally. See, powered by Traxxas. You know, it's not the high-end thing. It doesn't have like oil. I don't think the shocks are oil fill. I think they're just pretty basic, but it's a slow-speed car, man. You know what I mean? It's not. It looks cool and it's fun. It's like I said, one of those rainy day cars you play around inside, or if you have kids, be a good first car for them. It's pretty. You see, I got some dents from hauling ass right into the furniture. Let me see. Fans, servo extender. Is that all my servo stuff right there? Okay. Yeah, I guess this would be all my. And we're gonna make it servo parts, if not nothing else. Got fans. We got servo parts. Okay. And then there we go, one very expensive little servo. Wow, they are proud of this thing. I think it's metal. Oh, it is. It sticks to the magnet. It's a metal case. So if you have a Traxxas, I'll leave a link down in my store, my Amazon store, to where you can purchase this, or you could just go directly to Chicagoland RC. And then save you 10% right there. Alright everyone, so that's all we got for you. Got some unboxing done. So I got some cool stuff coming up. We're going to be doing some modifications to the Earl Moorhead XRT. We got some stuff to fix on the Outcast. We got a new plane coming. Should be fun. Should be fun. So thank you for joining me in these RC vehicle adventures. Appreciate the support. I do greatly appreciate it. So thanks for watching, and hope to see you on the next one.